Yo, what is up guys? My name is Rhino and we're back for another Fortnite video. And if you read the title, yes, we have sort of come to the end of the season, or technically we've still got another 2 weeks to go, but at the same time, it is still coming to an end in a way because we just did receive the final big content update, volume 12.60, because this season got extended up until June 4th, I believe. And next week we're due to get volume 12.61. But it's very unlikely nothing big will happen. Like in volume 12.60, we only got 3 leaked skins. So for this video, we're going to be ranking all the skins that came out this season. So these include skins that came out in the item shop, bundles, battle pass, and still unreleased skins, including the leaked skins we did get yesterday, or whenever it was, depending on when this video gets uploaded. And I don't expect any more leaked skins to come out. And there are a couple skins that might be encrypted, like one that will be included in an image on this list, and the other, we're also supposedly getting a loser fruit skin. So I'll just mention that here. We have no idea what it looks like or what it's going to be, but it won't be included on this list. I'm not that crazy about it. But anyway, with this list, let's get started. We should just get started because we got 66 skins here. So even though it's not the end of the season, I want to get it out fairly early so that it remains relevant instead of doing it last minute. And because there are still more than enough skins to count here, 66. And what do I think about this season in terms of skins? Honestly, rather disappointing. And of course, we did, have some really good skins. Almost every season we do have at least a few really good skins. But in terms of mind-blowing skins, we didn't have that much, really. We had a really lot of average or just bad skins. Either skins that are just lazy, boring, or just creative but bad. So last season, we had, even though it was long, say what you want about being boring, we had a lot of great skins last season. They outdid themselves in the Halloween skins, had some great Christmas skins, and really good Chinese New Year skins. So I was hoping this season we'd get some good skins for Easter and St. Patrick's Day, but we really didn't, as you'll find out later on this list. So let's just get started. Okay, so before this intro goes any longer, starting at the number 66 spot for the worst skin of this season. So, as I said, we had a lot of either boring skins that aren't interesting, very, very average. But I want to include a skin that isn't necessarily boring, it's kind of creative, but just very, very below average and just failed in my mind. So at the number 66 spot, we have Xena. So this skin, I just don't understand it whatsoever. I don't care for it. The color scheme is just disgusting. I don't like the thing. The hairstyle is absolutely gross. And the jacket style is no better. If this is supposed to be a summer themed skin, why the fuck does she need a jacket? That just makes it look bulkier, more disgusting, and that eye mask just looks gross as well. And the first style isn't that much better. Overall, it's a very bad skin. But at the same time, I could sort of see why you would like it, but I can't at the same time. All right, moving on to number 65 spot, we have Stella. And this is a skin that's just outright lazy, boring. It's basically a reskin of Bunny Moon. And if you know me, I'm not a big fan of the Bunny Moon skin. It's just all over the place. So many weird colors going on, weird themes. This one, at least it's tied down to one theme. It's an Easter theme skin. But the color scheme's more boring. It's just all pink and white. Except for that bit of green on the gloves, which I do like. But still, other than that, not crazy about the skin whatsoever. Don't care for it. All right, moving on to number 64 spot, we have Farmer Steel. And this is another skin that I can sort of appreciate for being creative. Like, at least it's not lazy like Stella, and it's not disgusting like Xena. But still, old man, farmer, robotic theme. Am I really going to use that? Do I really care for it? No, I don't. All right, moving on to the number 63 spot, we have Wild Gunner. And this is another lazy skin. It's a reskin of Bright Blaster. It may be a little bit better than Bright Blaster, but at least Bright Blaster is more original at the time and had some pretty cool pickaxes, whereas this skin, it's just don't care for it. At the number 62 spot, we have Redux. And this skin, as Pizzo calls it, Grandpa Midas, and it does. Up close, his face just looks like it's made of plastic. It looks disgusting. The hair just looks gross. He just looks ugly. The color scheme doesn't even do justice that well. The only thing good about this skin is the arms that sort of react when you aim down sights. That is a pretty unique feature, but I wish we could have that on another skin that's not this ugly heap of shit. Moving on to number 61 spot, we have Echo. And this, while I guess it's interesting how you can invert the color schemes on different edit styles, it doesn't make it anything good. It's not anything special or anything out of this world. It's still boring. It's not very creative other than the inversion of the color schemes. And I don't even like the hairstyle and the color scheme of the white it looks more very, very light grey. It's not very pleasing to my eyes, and overall, it's just a boring generic for a simple skin. Just because it's simple doesn't mean it's good. Moving on to number 60 is what we have Bonehead. And this skin could have been so much better if you had to take the hood down. I like the idea of the skeleton head with blue coming out of it, whatever it is, guys might want to let me know. Looks like Sans from Undertale, according to I Talk Fortnite. But I wish we could take the hood down, because if we could see that, it would be so much better, because the color scheme's fine, and I do kind of like the idea. It's just ruined by the hood, and just looks like a cheaper Vendetta. Moving on to the number 59 spot and 58 spot, we have Chance, Clover Team Leader, and at the 57 spot, Quackling. So the first two skins I just said, Chance and Clover Team Leader, are both the two St. Patrick's Day themed skins we got this year, and both of them are just lazy. Chance is a reskin of Ruby, and a worse version of Ruby, and I'm not even that crazy about the Ruby skin, to be honest with you. And the Clover Team Leader is just another team leader. I can give it props. The head is kind of unique because it's a dog head, but still doesn't make sense, and I don't like the color scheme. And Quackling at the 57 spot is one of the 3 Easter skins we got. Again, lazy, just another team leader with a duckling head, although the 4 edit styles is pretty good value. You can't go wrong with that. But still, it doesn't make the skin good. Alright, the number 56 spot, we have Brutus. And this is the lowest ranked Battle Pass skin. I did like it at the time, and I still do in a way, but I just think out of all the Battle Pass skins, this has aged the worst, and I don't think it's going to age well over time. It does look like a spy character from Disney Infinity or somewhere like that, or The Incredibles, but still, I'm just not a big fan of the color scheme of it, even though I do think the gold style, which I will admit I wasn't crazy about the gold theme of this season, with the skins turning gold. I like the way they look with where they're half gold, when they're still forming into the gold, but when they're all gold, I just don't like them. But at least this skin, other than Midas, was probably my favorite all gold, because the solid gold look goes well with this big man theme. But I still don't really like it that much. Alright, the number 55 spot, we have Cuddlepool. Again, another Team Leader reskin, although I do kind of like this one because it's got Deadpool's color scheme. I love Deadpool for his character. He's kind of like got some dark background, a bit goofy and childlike at the same time, and mixing that with Cuddlepool is pretty cool. I just think it could have been executed a little bit better, but I do really like that bow tie that we recently got. But still, it's just another team leader, not crazy about it. I think Ravenpool is better, and the original Deadpool is so much better. Alright, moving on to the number 54 spot, we have Goldie. Just a upgraded version of Rapscallion, but at the same time, worse than Rapscallion. That jacket just looks weird. Alright, the number 53 spot, we have Mystify. This is a female version of Cryptic. Even though it was kind of confusing at the time, it was originally part of the Aerosol Assassin set, the same set as Technique, and not the Cryptic set. It's the female Cryptic. It looks a little better than Cryptic, but I don't think it's better than Technique, because I think she looks good with that rebellious graffiti artist theme. But still, it's not a bad skin. At the number 52 spot, we have Meowscles, and the 51 spot, Agent Peely. And these, again, along with Brutus, are the 3 weakest Battle Pass skins. These are the lowest spots you're going to see with the next Battle Pass skins. Meowscles, while it is a cool theme, it's become a meme skin. Me, personally, I'm more of a dog person than a cat person, and something about it just looks off. Like a live cat on a muscly body, I don't know, just doesn't sit well. And while Agent Peely, I think, in the white and black suit, looks very clean in the banana Peely, but still, I think Peely's just better, and he's not very original. Alright, moving on to number 50 spot, we have Iris. This season's starter pack skin, and if you saw my top 10 most overrated skins video, this was on there. I just think there's no starter pack skin, there's never going to be a starter pack skin where it's out of this world, where it's like, oh my god, that's the best skin in the game, hands down. This one's no exception. It's just, I mean, the color scheme's interesting, it really is. And I like the hood, but with the hood down, the hair just looks ugly. And the shorts, how much shorter do they need to be? Come on. Alright, moving on to the number 49 spot, we have Bun Bun. And this is the highest ranked Easter skin, which is a shame because it's the only unique one. And I can't say I'm a huge fan of its theme. It is kind of scary, and I like mixing scary Easter skins, scariness with holiday. But still, when it comes to that, I think Nighthair does it so much better. At the number 48 spot, we have Tech. And I gotta say, I do like the idea of having a glowing arm, some sort of glowing parts, and he kind of looks like an old man. And I actually do kind of like the messy hair on his first head style, like he was wearing a hat for a whole week and took it off, or got a bad case of bed hair. And the second head style, his hair's more tidy. Still, I just think the female is way better. Moving on to number 47 spot, we have Slurp Leviathan. This skin, just another... It's the part of the Slurp Legends pack, which was the pack we got this season. And I guess it's kind of cool, the reactive feature where the head changes. This one, it just does it the least. And I was most looking forward to this one. But in reality, I just think it's the weakest one. And I think I prefer Leviathan. And even that skin I'm not crazy about. Moving on to the number 46 spot, we have Blockade Runner, 45 Deadlock, and 44 Sig. And all these skins have a similar theme. Blockade Runner and Deadlock are sort of like a mixture between robots and henchmen, or a hench lady for Blockade Runner. And I gotta say, I do like their color schemes. I'm just not a huge fan of Blockade Runner's hairstyle. And I like Deadlock's glasses, and I really like green and black. He kind of looks ugly. And Sig, he's not a robot, he's just a human being, clean. I like that bit of blue he's got. I like the hairstyle, and I like the metallic blue around his glasses, but still not crazy about it. At the number 43 spot, we have Shadow Archetype. And this skin has been leaked since the start of the season, and I don't know how they're going to release it. I don't know when it's going to come out. I still think it's better than the normal Archetype. It's not the best Shadow-themed skin. In fact, it's probably the worst, just because I'm not a huge fan of Archetype, and I think Double Helix is better. But still, it's not bad. Moving on to number 42 spot, we have Hitman. So if you saw my video doing the combos with that and the reactive feature, I did struggle to find the reactive feature of the skin, because the back bling was even more reactive, and it was covering the targets. But the targets do light up when you get a kill, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, makes you a target, but it's essentially an upgraded version of Bullseye, and I do like it more than Bullseye's first edit style, but based off her second edit style, I don't. And the color scheme I'm just not crazy about, but still, it's a pretty cool idea for a skin. And I love that pay to lose writing. I think it's hilarious, and definitely can become a meme. Moving on to number 41 spot, we have Professor Slurpo, and basically a human being version of Slurp skin. I like the idea of having the little Slurp tanks around him. A professor, the hairstyle looks kind of scary, but that face, man, ugh, face looks gross. But I guess it's alright because you can't see it in game, but still, I think the female version is better. Moving on to number 40 spot, we have Renegade Shadow, and this was one of the 3 skins that got leaked just yesterday, and it's just basically got the agency theme, which was a common theme this season. It's got 2 styles of Shadow and Ghost, and I like the style of the mask, but still, I'm not that crazy about it. Moving on to number 39 spot, we have Bunny Wolf. And this skin, I will admit, it's a cool idea having a reactive feature, changing styles when you switch from your pickaxe to your gun. I'm not really typically a huge fan of these flashy themed skins, the bright skins that make you stand out, and my biggest grudge with this skin is this reactive style could have been done a whole lot better. It's just, the body color still remains pink and blue, which goes well with the bunny head, but the bunny head, something about it looks kind of weird. The head looks too round, and the ears, it kind of reminds me of Gemini in a way. And the wolf head does look cool, I will give it that. It does actually look pretty aggressive. I just think it doesn't really match that pink and blue edit style, and I wish it would change the color of the body like it does on the male, which I do think is better than this skin because of that. Or partly because of that. Alright, moving on to number 38 spot, we have Slurp Bandolette. And this is the second Slurp Legends pack. Could have been the best one. It's just that reactive feature. It's more noticeable on her than it is on Slurp Leviathan. It doesn't really change that much on Slurp Leviathan, but it makes it look bloated, and it just looks weird with that bandana. Although, I do like the army theme, the bullets wrapped around her. Looks pretty cool. Moving on to number 37 spot, we have Taylor. And I would say this skin's kind of underrated. It's pretty cool. It's the only skin that reacts to everything. He reacts to taking damage, he reacts to dealing damage, getting the kill, taking shields, and gaining health. And different colors. I think it's pretty cool. I just think that, and I like the color scheme, Emerald City vibes from Wizard of Oz. I just think it could have been done better. I wish the jacket wasn't as long, because his suit underneath, it looks pretty cool. And I wish that gold after you get a kill would last longer, or I don't know, maybe progress a bit more, because it looks really cool on him. It's a shame it only lasts for 3 seconds after getting a kill. But still, it's a pretty creative skin, and I do kind of like it. We're getting some good skins here. At the number 36 spot, we have Ravenpool, and this is the Deadpool version of Raven. I think out of him and Cuddlepool, he's the better one. I love those red eyes, the way they look, the brown, the red feathers. I think it looks really cool, but still not better than Deadpool. At the number 35 spot, we have Cable. This is the first X-Series skin we got, part of the X-Series, which was sick. And even though I think this is the weakest one, by far, the other 2 will be ranked a lot higher, I'll tell you right now. I still think it's pretty cool. I love that shoulder pad with those grenades, looks awesome. The glowing eye, the strap, the belt, I think it looks really cool. it's just a bit too bulky for me. I don't really use it. I use the cape though, and the color scheme sort of reminds me of the Shin, the Scion, and Axiom skins, and the Vault Boy from Fallout. And I'm just not crazy about it personally. Alright, the number 34 spot, we have Scarlet Commander. And I gotta say, really clean, uncommon skin. I like the shades, I like the mask, the diamond grid design on the shoulders, and very simple, but a very clean skin. At the number 33 spot, we have Wiretap. And I think out of those other skins I mentioned, the mixture between henchmen and computer dealers or hackers, whatever this guy is, this one's the best one. I really like that yellow and black color scheme. Looks very clean. I like the hairstyle. He looks like a teenager mixed with a cyborg, and he's a hacker, which I do like. The backwards cap, I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. Moving on to the number 32 spot, we have Wolf. And this skin, along with Sion, got a new noir edit style. I was not crazy about this skin when it first came out, but with the noir edit style, I think it looks really cool. Reminds me of a mixture between Spider-Noir from Spider-Verse and John Lennon. And I think it looks really cool in that style. And the fact that, and we just got them back in the item shop yesterday, actually. But I still think Siren's better despite that. Moving on to number 31 spot, we have Envoy. And this is, again, another agent theme skin, but I love how clean it is. The black and white suit mixed with that teal hair. I think it's got a unique color scheme, and I think it looks nice. And at number 30 spot, we have Yellow Jacket. And this is supposed to be the next starter pack skin. Because we already had Iris come out this season for the starter pack skin, who actually got leaked last season. I reckon we'll get this skin next season, but I'm still including it here. And it probably will be included on the list next season, because I might change my opinion. But at the moment, I think it looks very clean. Again, yellow and black, really like it. It's just nice and simple. Alright, moving on to the number 29 spot, we have La Lion. And this skin, probably the best part about this skin is the name. Mixing llama and lion with two L's, I think that's really cool. But this is the male counterpart to Bunny Wolf, and I think when it comes to this theme, this idea of changing the styles in game and neo animals, I think they did it better on this skin than they did on Bunny Wolf. And I'm not that crazy about the llama head. The lion head on the lion style looks sick. There's so much detail on his head. Very well done with the sort of X and Y gridding design. And it just looks really aggressive. And again, the body color changes when you change edit styles. Whether you're using just one of them in game, or if you're using the reactive style where you got the llama head for your pickaxe and the lion head for when you pull out your gun. I think that's really cool because it makes them more aggressive when you got the gun out for both these skins. I'm just still not the biggest fan of the flashy, bright skins. I wouldn't use them that much. But I do think despite that lion, along with his cool name, they did it better with him than on Bunny Wolf. Moving on to number 28 spot, we have Master Minotaur. And it sucks because this skin could have been so much better. It could have been ranked in the top 15, maybe the top 10, if it weren't a reskin of Battle Hounds. Because that mask looks sick. The mask, very well done with the detail. I love the horns, I love the fur, the blue eyes, the fur around his shoulders, and I really like Greek mythology, and this skin definitely gives me Greek mythology, Percy Jackson vibes, and the color scheme goes very well. It's just, so from the chest up, it is absolutely sick. Definitely one of the best skins this season, but from the chest down, it's just lazy. It's a recolor Battle Hound, which is very, very disappointing, because it could have been so much better if it wasn't that lazy. But despite that, the mask, the fur, the theme, and the back bling are sick. Moving on to number 27 spot, we have the next Battle Pass skin, Tiantina. So this is actually the fourth highest and lowest ranked Battle Pass skin. And it's ranked so much higher than Peely, despite that. But I think the skin, it's still pretty cool. I really liked it from the start. I thought it was going to be the more forgotten Battle Pass skin, but it's not. I still see a lot of people using it. I really like the red and yellow. She looks like she's from a comic book or Borderlands, and the emote to make her look like she's from a comic book, really cool. It's just, my biggest problem with this skin is just the shadow and ghost style. The ghost style, it's not really the mixture between white and pink. It's that white itself looks like there's been some pink mixed in it. It doesn't look like pure white. Kind of like on the Echo skin. There's just something off about it. And the shadow style is just kind of boring. But still, based off the default style, I think it's a really good Battle Pass skin. Moving on to number 26 spot, we have Boxy. And this skin, it's basically just a suburban girl, red shirt in boxers. I think it's a really cool idea. It brings box fighting to a whole new level. And it definitely goes well with the theme of this season with introducing cardboard boxes. Overall, I think it's really cool. Moving on to number 25 spot, we have Terra. And this is the female version Tech. And I think Everything about this skin is just better than tech. I like the pieces of glowing armor. It looks dull with the glow off, so I recommend with the glow on. The shoulder pads, the elbow pads, the hair and the beret, I think looks nice. And the second ad style just looks very clean, very unique turquoise color scheme, and some nice detail. Moving on to number 24 spot, we have Midas. And this is the tier 100 skin of this season. And yes, typically the tier 100 skins are the most popular of the season. And I think this one is still a good skin. I don't see many people using it afterwards. Nor do I think it's the best tier 100 skin, let alone not even the best battle pass skin. I really like the way it looks in gold. I think when it comes to the skins merging gold, this one is easily the best skin they do it with, along with Brutus. But Brutus is the lowest ranked battle pass skin. And mixed with the black suit or the white suit on the Ghost and Shadow style, it looks very, very clean. It's just, I'm not crazy about the default ed style. And the gold touch feature is cool. At the same time, I'm not that crazy about that either, because I like using wraps on my guns sometimes. And touching my other teammates' guns, who like using wraps as well, it might ruin it for them. So it was really cool at first, and still kind of is. Very unique feature. And I kind of wish they did that on another skin that we'll get to later. I don't know. It's just grown old over time. But still, really good tier 100 skin. Moving on to number 23 spot, we have Slurp Jonesy. And out of the whole Slurp Legends pack, this one's the best. It's straightforward. It's just a reskin of Jonesy. But at the same time, it's straightforward. And when it comes to this idea, it's the more straightforward ones that are the best. And I do really like the blue mixed with the black suit. Looks very clean. And the reactive feature looks the best on this skin. He looks funny, but at the same time, not bloated like on Slurp Bandolette, and not lazy like on Slurp Leviathan. And without it, he looks nice. Overall, very good skin. Moving on to the number 22 spot, we have Guff. And this skin, if you're going to buy this skin, prepared to have some bad ADS. It is huge. But at the same time, I fucking love it. And that's one of the reasons I love it. But at the same time, you're not going to see the skin in competitive. But overall, it's a very cool, very funny, very cute meme skin. It's basically the Ollie Glider as a skin. And using it with the Ollie Glider makes sense, but at the same time, kind of sickening. Moving on to number 21 spot, we have Crimson Elite. And this is the male version of Scarlet Commander. And when it comes to these two simple skins, I think they did it best on this one, really, because they both look very clean. I think the red shades on him look better than the black shades on the female, because they don't tend to get lost. They look kind of weird on the female, actually. The design on his suit is nice. The Elite Agent themed camo design on him just looks nice on him, and he doesn't have any bulky leg armor. And the shotgun shell belt, I like how the shotgun shells are red and not just plain black on Scarlet Commander. And overall, they're both reskins of the Banner Brigade skins, but I think they're upgrade versions of Banner Brigade skins, or at least, except for the fact that you can't change the color. And I definitely think that on Crimson Elite. Moving on to the number 20 spot, we have Boxer. And both this and Crimson Elite are probably two of the few male uncommon skins that I like more than the female version. I think Boxer is better than Boxy because, personally, I like the green shirt more. I like how his entire head is covered with a box and it's got a face drawn on it. I think that's pretty funny. And the only problem with the female version is when you wear a back bling, the bottom of the box that curves, so it glitches through back blings, which makes wearing some back blings look kind of off. But you don't really get that problem with this skin, so I do like it a bit more, partly for that. Moving on to the number 19 spot, we have Nightlife. And this skin, it's bright. It's bright as. It completely defies a sweat skin, because sweats don't typically like using skins that are so bright and makes you stand out. But yet I see this as a sweaty skin. But at the same time, I still think it's a very beautiful skin. I love the colors going on, the waveform animation, the colors change through the emotes. It's not like anything It's not like we've never seen that reactive feature, but at the same time, I think it looks really cool on this style, on this skin. Moving on to number 18 spot, we have Slurpentine. And this is another skin that still has yet to come out. It's the female version of Professor Slurper. And I think out of all the Slurp series skins, this one's probably the best. It's a human version, but it's very straightforward. I love that, how she looks like she's got Slurp in her body. The heart design, the Slurp tanks around her shoulders look really nice. And she doesn't have that ugly face like Professor Slurpo. So I think they did a well done job with this one, but I don't know why it hasn't come out yet. Moving on to number 17 spot, we have Gear Specialist Maya, or Maya, whatever you want to call it. And this is this first skin where you can actually customize, and that's really cool. It's probably the future of Fortnite skins, and I've seen a lot of cool combos with this skin. You can use green, or black, or grey. You can go whatever you want. It's crazy, and change the color of the scarf. really, probably my only problem with it is actually also a positive. The fact that whatever you save, it stays like that forever. And some people complain about that. I can sort of see in both ways. I can understand why they did it, because if we could customize it as much as we want, that would kind of defy buying other skins. No one would ever want to buy another skin again, and Epic would be losing a lot of money from that. But at the same time, when it got to me, who stupidly chose each style each week, I maybe went for a certain color of shoes, but then when I chose the color of the pants, it just didn't really go well, and that kind of ruined it a bit. But at the same time, it's a really cool concept, and I definitely hope we see this more in the future. Moving on to number 16 spot, we have Hugo. And this skin, it's really clean. It's a very clean, very slim, unique color scheme. It's sort of got the agency theme, but out of all the agency theme skins, this is one of the better ones because of his unique style, color scheme. He's clean, he's slim. He's basically got all the characteristics of a sweaty skin, a sweaty male skin. And I definitely think it's underrated. Moving on to number 15 spot, we have Contract Gilla. And I know the skin is fairly lazy. It's just fish stick. Another fish stick skin with sunglasses on John Wick's body. I don't care. I think it still looks really cool. Fish stick in the John Wick suit. I love anything related to John Wick. Such a cool skin. Such a clean suit and tie. And the fish stick head, just the normal fish stick, not the bloody frozen fish stick. Just fish stick. Place on his head looks really cool. The sunglasses are kind of big, but at the same time, they look pretty funny on him. Overall, I actually do really like this skin. And it's one of the better fish sticks we've gotten, probably, other than the OG fish stick. Moving on to number 14 spot, we have Shimmer Specialist. And this skin was another skin leaked last night, and I think it looks really nice. There's something about it that really appeals to me. The color scheme, it's not like anything we've never seen before. It's just the pink, yellow, and the bright colors, but something about it. Maybe it's that jacket, maybe it's the shoes, the hair, the glasses. There's something that I really like about this skin. It looks very clean, and something that I might use when it comes to bright skins. Moving on to number 13 spot, we have Siren. And this skin, I really liked it from the start. The unique color scheme, the unique style. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. The heels, even though I'm typically not a huge fan of heels, I think they look fine on her. She's basically a mixture between a hit woman and an assassin and a business lady, someone who is serious business. It's a skin that's simple, but at the same time unique, not generic like Ruby or even boring like Stella. And that we got the noir style, I think that looks really cool. The red, I like how she's still got the red lipstick to make the red pop out. I do think that when it comes to noir styles, it might look a little bit better on Wolf. But overall, I think Siren is the better skin, especially based on that default edit style. Moving on to number 12 spot, we have Sky. So this skin, it's the highest ranked Battle Pass skin, and at the number 11 spot, actually, we have Deadpool. So these are the two highest ranked Battle Pass skins. Sky, I really like. She looks like someone from Adventure Time. She's quite detailed, unique, yet kind of simple. She's wearing casual clothing, jeans, a jacket like you'd see other people wearing. The color scheme looks nice. The design looks nice. I love how her hat changes to a glider and an emote that's similar to the bouncer emote. Looks really cool. And in terms of Shadow and Ghost, I'm not that crazy about the Shadow just because the purple and black kind of ruins her character a little bit. She's got some Adventure Time themes going on. But the Ghost Head style changes the color scheme to more brown and green. Still gives her the same vibes, but a little bit of a different direction. She kind of looks like Link from The Legend of Zelda. And I love The Legend of Zelda and really like the skin. And as for Deadpool, I mean, come on, it's Deadpool. What else do I need to say? Looks just like him. I love his character in the movie. Even though Deadpool is not a movie for kids and this is technically a kid's shooter, I think it still looks really cool. And that white style, the X-Series style, is really nice too, but I'm not crazy about it with the mask off. I'm definitely keeping that mask on. Moving on to number 10 spot, we have Envision. And this is another unreleased skin yet, and I think it looks, even though there's a lot of colors going on, it's basically a mixture between a ninja and a DJ. I think it looks really cool. I like the way the color stripes blend in with the hood. I love that hairstyle, the hair color on it. You can have it with the glow on or glow off. There are two different color schemes. I don't know which one I like more. I really like both of them. The second color scheme definitely gives me some Major Lazer vibes. And I'm not talking about the Major Lazer skin. I'm talking about sort of the artwork behind it. I think it looks really cool. Really nice skin, and I can't wait for it. Moving on to the number 9 spot, we have Travis Scott. And this skin, I mean, what more do I say? It's Travis Scott. The fact that we got him in game is so awesome. I do enjoy a lot of his music. The concert was so cool. First, 2 edit styles as well. First style is just Travis Scott himself. Second style, the T3500 style, gives you Terminator vibes, the metal coming out of his skin, fiery pants, gives him some more character as well as some more possibilities for combos. Overall, I think they did a very good job with this skin. And not just because I like Travis Scott. Does this mean I think we should get more rappers in the game? Possibly not. There are some rappers who are, I think when it comes to this sort of marketing style, they deserve it, and there are others who don't. So if, say, we get a rapper that no one really cares about, if we get a skin based off Lil Mosey, DaBaby, screw off. I don't care. But Travis Scott looks awesome, and he's a very good rapper. Moving on to the number 8 spot, we have Domino. And this is another X-Series skin, and I think the color scheme, it kind of gives me an optical illusion. Sometimes it looks blue, other times it looks teal. The darker color sometimes looks very, very dark green. Other times it looks black, but I love it. I really like the face paint. The design looks very clean, very unique color scheme, and I really like it. Moving on to the number 7 spot, we have a very underrated skin that definitely deserves more love. Rue. And this skin, it's great. It's, again, like Hugo, it's sort of a French skin, French lady. And the first style, it's very clean. Reminds me of a cherry red Ferrari as a skin. But the second head style, the black and red, even though it's not the only black and red skin, man, it looks so damn clean. I can't stress that enough. It's so, so clean. And I love the theme of it. It gives me vibes. She reminds me of a chemist, a French chemist from World War II. Kind of like a World War II French woman version of Skystalker, but so much better than Skystalker. It also gives me vibes of that chemist character from We Happy Few. I can't remember the name. Let me know in the comments if you played that game. But overall, really cool skin. I really like the hair as well. Part of the reason why I think this skin's sort of forgotten is because it came out and was leaked at about the same time as Travis Scott. It was just after the concert. No one really cared for it at the time, I don't think. But I think that should change over time. And yeah, I didn't buy this skin, but I definitely will the next time it comes back. Moving on to number 6 spot, we have Vix. And this skin, in every single way, is way better than Meowsauce. And possibly better than Lynx. I do really like Lynx for a stage 3 edit style, the robot. But I don't like her first 2 stages. This reminds me of an upgraded version of Lynx's stage 2 style if she had kept progressing without getting the robot suit. The tail doesn't actually bother me. It kind of bothers me on Lynx because it doesn't really move naturally and it's very long. But this tail, I like the bit of detail at the end of it. It's not too long and it moves when you move, when you jump. I like that. But overall, I love the mixture between a cat and an assassin. Better than a live action cat with a buff person. Like, come on. Who came up with that theme? All the color schemes. You can change the color scheme in-game with the built-in emote. It's freaking awesome. Love this skin. Moving on to the number 5 spot, we have Psylocke. And this is definitely the best Marvel Series skin we got this season. Possibly of all time. I love that color scheme. Even though it's purple, I don't care. It looks like a very, very dark purple that looks like black in some ways. The violet scarf around her waist or whatever it's called. Overall, it's a very, very super clean skin. Yet she looks serious and she looks really good. Moving on to the number 4 spot, we have another underrated skin. Synth. And call me crazy, but I love this skin. The jacket, I just love that jacket. So clean. The orange, yellow, and green gradient looks so nice. The design on it looks really cool. It reacts when you're getting shot at, so it goes blue. The hard hat looks cool. The glasses, even though you can take them off, looks nice. And it's a very unique skin. And even though I'm not typically a huge fan of the long cut jackets, I think it actually looks good on him. Definitely gives me vibes of Bob the Builder and a futuristic architect, which I do have an interest in architecture, so I may be a little biased because I do town planning, which is similar. But overall, I think Synth is a skin that deserves more love. It's a really good skin. The number 3 spot, we have a skin. It doesn't even have a name yet. It was the encrypted skin yesterday, and I will show a picture of it right now. And as you can see, you might be able to see why I really like the skin so much, or you might not. But I'm going to say, it looks super clean. You've got 3 edit styles. Not crazy about the first one, but still, I think the beanie and the hairstyle, she looks adorable. She looks really cute. The second edit style, the blue and black, the gloves, some of the small details about her, and even the color scheme, it's just, I can't really explain in words why I really like it. It looks super, super clean, super nice. Third edit style kind of looks like she's got paint splattered all over her, giving some sort of Astro themed design. I think it looks really cool, and I can't wait to get this skin, whatever it's called. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have, this was tough between the top 2 because these are both awesome skins. Even though we did get some pretty boring, pretty lame skins at the bottom, these 2 are some of the best skins in the game. Because at the number 2 spot, we have Astro Jack. And this was the other skin we got during the Travis Scott event. And this, even though Travis Scott's still a really good skin, this skin just blows it out of the water. Even though Travis Scott is Travis Scott, the jacket, again, like on Synth, I don't typically like long cut jackets, but the jacket looks so nice in him. You've got the blue and orange. It's called the Goosebumps animation based off the song and based off the name of the rap. I think it looks really nice, the animation. I love how when you're getting shot at, it shows where you get hit at for a reactive feature. Kind of like on Synth, but a little bit more detailed. The head as well, while a bit bulky, I don't care. I love the Galaxy designer's face. But we haven't even talked about the Sicko mode style. The second style. Oh man, that jacket, the blue, all those colors going on. It may be a bit too much at times, but still looks so good. The melting effect of his jacket looks dope. And the head. Man, the head. Basically a planet as his head. Looks awesome. Showing the 2 Fortnite maps, it did lead to theories that the OG map was going to come back during the event, which I didn't believe it was going to happen, and it didn't, but still. And the cars moving around, a bit distracting, but really cool. This is a skin that Epic did a very, very well done job on. This and the number 1 spot, because at the number 1 spot, my favorite skin of this season, one of the best skins we've gotten in a long time, Oro. And this skin is just fan-fucking-tastic. It looks scary. It looks like something you would never expect to see in Fortnite, but in a good way. It looks awesome. And it kind of looks a bit like Undead Blackheart, but so much better in every way. It's what Undead Blackheart should have been, or Undead Blackheart wishes he was. The jacket and the hood on him just covers up his detail too much, but in this skin, you get the crown, you get the head, you get this whole skeleton that you can see, a bit of clothes he's wearing, which actually looks very nice on him, the white, red, and black, and the gold skeleton just looks so nice. I'm not that crazy about the glowing style, but even that looks nice, but I still prefer to use it without the glow. It looks so clean, so nice. And we even got a new edit style. If we hadn't got that new edit style, I probably would have ranked it number 2, just below Astro Jack. Not saying that the new edit style is better than the gold, but it gives him another look. Another character looks even scarier, and the brown with the red and the white. It's a skin that, it reminds me of a Pirate King and a character from the Lost City of Atlantis. And it's something, if you would just see that skeleton staring at you underwater or something, I would freak the fuck out. It's scary. It's majestic, this skin. It's so good, and yet it doesn't have any of the crazy animations like Astro Jack. It's a skin that, for a legendary skin, is somewhat competitive friendly. I use it all the time, and I will continue to, even though I don't use legendary skins that often anymore. This one is a really good skin, and even though it was leaked last season, Epic did a really, really fantastic job on this one. And alright, that pretty much ends the list. So if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell me what your favorite skin or skins of this season were, if you agree with my list or disagree. And if you like what you see, subscribe. And if you want to support me, use my creator code RhinoGamingYT. You don't have to, but if you do, it means a lot. Thank you guys. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.